not a very good day today. There's clouds in the sky. I didn't think I was going to see a cloud until I got back. So we're on day 6. We're just setting off. Everybody's getting on the bike, starting them up, rocking and rolling. And just in the distance, I don't know if you can see it on the lens, but we're heading up to a fort. And right in the middle distance is the entrance to that fort. In fact, we were there last night. And we're off. The wonderful, wonderful Wizard of Oz. Diddle 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 dee. And there's the first gate into the fort. Woo! Look at that beauty. Can you see? Look at that! Look, 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 look! Are you ready to rock? There it is! Look at that. Oh, come on, man. Bring it on. And you can see the ramparts all the way across there, look. That's just mint. And so we go through the arched window.
Kumbhalgarh Fort is within the western region of Rajasthan, which is where we're touring around. The walls of the fort, believe it or not, are 22 miles around, making it the second longest wall in the world. And from the top of the temple, you can see for miles and miles around right into the desert. The frontal walls are actually 15 feet thick.
Look at that for a view, you biker. Look at that, man! Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Look at this scenery that we're riding through, guys. Just look at the views, man. It takes some beating, doesn't it? In the middle of December, riding around here with not a care in the world. Nothing matters except the enjoyment of riding the bike and being with a group of amazing guys. There's the ruggedness for you, eh? You don't want to meet that on a dark night, do you? And there's some more mountains off to the left. We're definitely in mountain country. And it's a little cooler today, which is making the journey a little bit more amenable for me anyhow. Even though with my held riding equipment and all my zips open, there's more zips on this jacket than you find in a zip factory. Yesterday was a little bit warm, but today is decidedly cooler. Only by a couple of degrees, no doubt, but noticeable, which is lovely. I can even feel the air going into my armpits. Just thought I'd share that with you. And into another little village. Krishna Academy. On that sign there. From the old Hare Krishna. And it's from him that the sacred cow was, or should we say arrived, not produced but arrived. The buildings are just old, aren't they? They're just old. There's somebody trying to make a living selling tomatoes. There's a valley with a river in. Not many. You don't see many rivers at all. Going through a ravine. A ravine? We're going through a ravine now. Following a little bit of a river. Makes it look quite exciting, doesn't it, the ravine? I love ravines. Gives a totally different perspective. Look at the size of that mountain in front. Twice up there before breakfast, stand by. Go!
In the next little village, we decided to pull over so that Santosh could get something to eat, we could have a drink, and I decided to explore the village.
It's real in there.
Namaskar, namaskar.
Hello, hello.
अंग्रेज देखे कि आप किन करो काम.
In Britain?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, you know, it's here, it's just, isn't it?
At least it's fresh, not processed, not fed, not forced.
Well, a lot to be said for that. As we were talking before about. Yeah.
So now probably they'll finish up within a day at max. That's it. They'll butcher a goat and they'll finish in a day at max.
Well, I have noticed, I mentioned as I was riding along, there's not many flies, isn't it?
No. Not many flies.
It's cool in here, so.
Yeah. You'll get more flies when you have, in the cities.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's why you have the garbage lying around, and that's where they be, But here you can hardly see any flies.
So, for instance, how much would a leg of that goat be?
Which one?
The leg of the goat.
Yeah, that is the leg of the goat.
Yeah. How much would it cost somebody to buy that here?
Here you can buy mutton at around from 350 to 400 rupees a kg. So that is what? 40 pounds? 30 pounds, 40 pounds a kg.
A kg? No. That's a fortune. £30 for £2?
30 pound is how much? 300 rupees, right? Isn't it?
10,000 is £100. 1,000 is £10.
Yeah, the 3 or 4 pounds, sorry.
300 is £3. Yeah, that'd be more right. Yeah, that's more right. Yeah.
3 to 4 pounds then.
Yeah.
We're doing 3 to 4 pounds a kg.
It is fresh, man.
Absolutely fresh.
When was that dispatched?
So he has got a head, see, he burned it. So what they do is, that is also eaten by someone.
Yeah.
Take the head, they burn it,
Yeah.
burn it on fire. Eaten by someone.
Oh, good. I know what's coming your way.
After having my eyes turned quite a lot by that poor little goat. Back on the bikes, and we continued our quest down to Uripa, which is where we're staying for the next 2 nights.
So that was the little town back there. Just had a little walk around, and within 50 metres there was 6 shops selling the same crisps, dangling them the same way, in the same format, in the same style. How do they all sell them? But then we went into the butcher's shop, and the goat had just been halal, and having learnt today that halal means that it gets its throat slit and it's allowed to drain for an hour before it is chopped up and sold, and that a kilogram of goat works out around about £3 or 300 to 400 rupees, which is say £3 to £4. And we're not that far now, and we're in another little village, all built up from the wells. Amazing, isn't it, really? The amount of little villages that there are. And there's the same crisp, look. Whoever's doing these crisps is doing a roaring trade, selling them to the shops. But the shops don't seem to be doing a roaring trade selling them on. So we're now on another tarmac road that's got more track than tarmac. Now coming into another little village, as you can see. This looks like a rough village, doesn't it? Very poor village, this one. Look at the state of the roads, for one. They're non-existent. But there are patches of tarmac, so there must have been some form of road at some time. But over time it's worn itself away and never been repaired again.
Eventually reached the edge of all the villages and arrived at the new highway that we were going to be taking, which was going to take us right down to our next accommodation. It was somewhat of a relief to get away from the rough roads, to get back onto some nice tarmac. But the accommodation we were going to is simply going to take your breath away. and eventually we arrived at the palace gates. Where we're staying used to be a palace. It fell into disrepair, but was brought back into being accommodation in the year 2000. And what we are about to see, I will say again. Well, I've never seen anything like this place in my life.
Look at the skyline there as we pull up to our accommodation. Look at that. And look at that, where we're stopping. How about that for a bloody view? This is a converted palace that we're going to be stopping at. We're now just going to walk round to the front of the building. Devi Gur. Oh, Deviga. Deviga. Not Deviga, but Deviga. Ah. Are you ready to see the view? Are you ready? How about that for a hotel that you will be staying in if you come on this tour? Well, let me replace that. When you come on this tour. My God. This beats being in a tent in Ullswater, doesn't it? Look at that beauty. Woo! How about that for a greeting? No. This is the inside, the internal part of the hotel, with a lovely figurine there with the water cascading down, look. But let me show you something special. We're going to go and have a look in the room. Now these rooms, if you were to come as a white man, the going rate is around about £280 per night. You get this when you come on the tour. Let me show you around. On entering, you can see it's totally made of marble. You've got your sitting area there. We go around to the right, and you've got a bath made out of marble. You've got complimentary dressing gowns, his and her sinks. You've got your toilet area where you've got the shower if you don't want to use your toilet paper. Going through, we go into the sleeping quarters. And watch this. Are you ready for this? Look at that. You even get your own pet elephant. And then you've got something that you wake up to. Just look at that view. I'm going to show you more of that view in a minute. Then you've got another sitting area TV, complimentary nibbles with nacho crisps, crunch and cream biscuits, Oreos, Tic Tacs, more of a view, and let me take you back outside. We go round to the side there, there's the courtyard, look. What a fantastic looking courtyard. Then we come round this way. And we're going to go on to a bit of a veranda. Yeah, your own veranda. I'm going to hide this from you. You can't see it yet. You've got to wait. Let me just show you something to take your breath away. Are you ready? Look at the surroundings. I think the word that you'd like to use rhymes with clucking bell. Isn't that just spectacular? This was a palace. It was a ruin and constructed back into a hotel in the year 2000. There has been millions of pounds invested in this. And that's how high up we are, with the surrounding buildings for the people that they're living in. Let's go further round. And that's the view that you get from the other side. And the outside of the building as well. That ain't bad, is it? I mean, come on, that ain't bad. Surrounded by all of this, and you come to a pool like that. It doesn't get much better than this, does it? And that's what you get on this tour.